Hi, my name is Dallas Wichaskala. I'm with the Wiki Fitness, and today I have David Osborne of Oz Fitness Systems out of St. Louis, Missouri. He's a certified personal trainer and also corrective exercise specialist. Outside of that, he does mixed martial arts. First question I want to ask you is, what's the benefit for a fighter to use strength training?
I think the biggest benefit is probably going to be the competitive edge that you're going to get over other fighters if you don't do the strength training. Incorporated within the strength training is we use a lot of balance techniques, working on core training, explosive type exercises with weights that are going to help you develop more powerful punches and kicks, things like that. So not doing it is almost just giving yourself a disadvantage being a fighter compared to applying it. So.
Okay, and how is strength training incorporated in a fighter's workout?
Usually fighters, everybody knows how much training we do. It's sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. 3 times a day, you're doing maybe kickboxing and boxing and also strength training. But the strength training part we usually do probably only about 3 or 4 times a week, and incorporated in that is a lot of workouts with weights that simulate what a fight's going to be like. So we'll do, when we do exercises like say a chest press, instead of doing a workout where it's like a bodybuilder where you're struggling for 8 to 10 reps, we're doing higher reps, more explosive, quicker movements, which are going to help you, develop better hand speed and more explosive punches, things like that. So it's a completely different style of strength training compared to other sports.
Okay, what other exercises besides chest press do you guys do?
There's a lot of different exercises that are very important for a fighter, such as multi-joint movement exercises like squat to overhead press. A lot of core exercises that are going to strengthen the abs so that you have better balance, more power through your kicks, things like that. But every movement is going to be quick, explosive.
Okay, and fighters, they have a pretty rigorous workout. How do they prevent overtraining?
Overtraining is very easy in mixed martial arts. The mentality of just push it till you die type thing like it was 20 years ago is out the window. There's a lot of research that shows that the body needs a lot of rest and proper nutrition to recover the right way. One of the things that we do is I sit down with some of the fighters, and I do the same thing myself, is we evaluate what kind of foods and supplements you need to be taking before and after the workouts to help with proper recovery of the workouts, and also to make sure you're not training for too many hours, because that can also lead to overtraining. So.
There we go, all right. And what would an athlete need to do? How do they train if they want to drop a weight class and fight fighters at a lower weight?
We have a big problem with some of the fighters that are trying to drop weight classes, dropping too much weight at one time, and it's just not safe. That's a really big problem. You'll read about it in magazines and on the internet. Even some fighters are getting sick and hurt doing this. But there are ways to drop weight classes in a safe way with proper eating and a proper diet. So maybe like a month prior to a weigh-in, what we'll do is maybe lower the calorie intake from carbohydrates, take a little bit more of the carbohydrates out of the diet. And that gets to be kind of hard because carbohydrates are important for exercise and to make sure you have a lot of energy. We just start to reduce that a little bit at a time, week by week. And since you're reducing the calorie intake and you're still burning a lot of calories, the pounds slowly start to come off. But that is one common thing that fighters like to do is bulk up and then drop a weight class. So.
Okay. Say 2 weeks out, what kind of conditioning, what is added to the workout to be ready for the fight so that you're not going to fatigue before the other guy?
A lot of times what we do 2 weeks prior out is start to reduce the amount of time in the workouts. Maybe someone's working out 2 times a day, 5 days a week. We start to back that off to 1 time a day. You know, with 2 weeks, you know, prior to a fight, the fighter's not going to forget the technique or you know, strategies that he's learned. So we start to do that so that he can start, so the recovery process can start before a fight, because the last thing you want is to go to the fight overtrained, tired, fatigued, to where you can't give it, you know, can't give it your all.
Okay. And so we covered the weight training and what kind of diet manipulation needs to be done if you're trying to drop a weight class. What supplementation does a fighter take to get prepared for a fight?
Supplements are probably one of the most important things a fighter can take, because it's you know, it's really hard for us to get all the nutrition out of just the foods that we eat every day. You know, we all live crazy lifestyles, so there's things like we have to take protein shakes that also have carbohydrates inside them, multivitamin, antioxidants. The protein shake is going to help with proper recovery after the workouts, because what's going on is while you're training for an hour straight, you're breaking down muscle tissue, and the protein is going to help with that recovery, because your muscle tissue is, you know, of course, made of protein. Carbohydrates are important because it is our source of energy while we're training, but we deplete those energy stores, which is also called glycogen. We need to replenish that to help with proper recovery. So carbohydrates are essential after the workout. And then also antioxidants are going to help with oxidation inside the body, which occurs when you exercise all the time. It's going to help you know, prevent fighters from getting sick, because you're pushing the body so hard. And then also the multivitamin, because there's certain vitamins and minerals that you need, you know, just to keep the body healthy.
Yeah.
So if the fighters aren't taking any of these supplements or vitamins, I mean, they're pretty much just asking themselves to get sick or overtrained.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with that. So. Well, Dave, thanks for answering all our questions for us. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the viewers before we get going?
No, just if you want any more information on maybe some techniques to better yourself, you know, or to learn more about nutrition and fitness, you can check out mysportsworld.com. It's a new site that's being launched January 5th, 2009. It's a great site, so that's about it.
All right, man.